we'll see whether or not the Defusekids can change their dynamic. 13 rounds across 3 maps so far in Hellcase. The fact is, if they lose this one, I can pretty much guarantee they're going to be going out. Because even if they win their last one, 16-0, 16-0, their round performance is going to be so poor that it will be over. So they need this map. They need this performance. They need to step up. And I have to be honest, at the moment, I've not seen anything to really impress me. Even individually, they've looked pretty poor. The only person individually who I was impressed with in the last map was Glace, and he's on the other team, and he dropped 33 kills. He had a 9 KD at one point. That should never happen. And in the first few rounds, the first 7 or 8 rounds in that game, we barely even saw any damage done, so they need to step up. Now, it looks like they're going to get their choice of sides at least, so I expect to see them over on that CT side, which, it has to be said, at least on Nuke, if you lose in dominant fashion, you can talk about the idea that, okay, maybe something went wrong. We didn't get that CT side, and we just got bogged down by the end. I can see that as an argument. The problem I have with it is, if you win both pistols, and you lose 16-4, what has happened? What have you done? Like, how have you even managed that? The minimum you should get is 6. And that's if you lose every buy round. They couldn't even convert. They were losing to one guy with a deagle outside that they didn't even need to challenge. So, I'm hoping that somebody's just come and given them a kick up the backside. So, come on guys, what are you doing? We are better than this. And that's why I think I'm being so hard on them. Because I know even individually, they should be able to perform better than what we just saw from them. So, going on to Inferno. They've got their CT start. Flashy with the kit and the smoke. Lome on the other side with 2 flashes and a smoke. We'll see what the T's are going to do in this scenario. Actually going to go aggressive up mid. I'm not a huge fan of this scenario, and you can see why. Crucial just starting things off with a headshot. Just going to keep falling back, keep baiting them in. But there's actually 3 players over towards B. So this could work out in their favor. If they can get rid of Crucial quickly, which they can. They're going to leave Skeeton up in apps. His pistol name is absolutely atrocious, but maybe it'll work for him. He's already going to get hit in the face. Going to survive for now. The low player in Glace as well, the star of the show in the previous map. It's onto that retake. They still have the kit. That's the important factor. Already another thing going to be coming in. A lot of damage being done, but nobody actually falling in this 4v4 scenario. Still giving every single player a chance, and it'll be Mertz getting the first. Looking for that second as well. Can't quite find it, but it doesn't seem to matter at the moment, as he will eventually. But in the meantime, his teammates have cleared up every single other player. And that'll be a 1-0 lead. Interesting as well, because they had the information very early on that there was going to be aggressive mid. Now, I think that the strategy to have 3 players on B is not bad in a pistol, but you have to be so prepared to rotate. You have to be quick, and you have to be on that site, at least in the grounds of the site, around that arch side, before they just have it completely with the bomb down, and they just weren't prepared. And even with the player in the back lines over in apps, it didn't seem like they had too much going. They're not going to fully invest on a couple of players. Crucial and Monu just going for deagles. Crucial obviously wanting to have that AWP. And getting one of the kills gave him an extra $300, so he's not going to be that far away. That is true, actually, Disco. This is the first pistol round that North Academy have won in this best of 3 so far. They lost both on the previous map and were still dominant, so this is an even scarier prospect. Got a call that Monu's going to get a 1 deagle. Where is he? He's over towards Arch. Unfortunately, it looks like he's going to be on the wrong side of the map. He's all look together up towards B. Now, this has quite a bit of risk behind it. The fact is, there's a lot of close-range angles when coming around this corner, and pistols can be deadly. Well, we know that, at close range. Going to be waiting. In the corner. Molotov's not going to spread to him, but he's going to lose his teammate, and actually, it's going to spread at the last second. That is just cruel. Burning him out of position. And if I'm the CT side here, just keep the pistols. Stack a site in the next round. Maybe send all of them over towards B. Just keep them. Because you retaking this B site with 4 players with rifles, it's not going to happen. It's just not. Maybe 1 in 1,000. And those are not good odds. So just hold on. Next round, give it another attempt. They've still got the UMP on Skeeton as well. They've got themselves flashy with the 5.7. But yes, another round on the board already for North Academy. T side. Now, the T side can actually be the better side for some of these teams if they are poor on Inferno, which isn't really that much of a good showing, but a lot of the time it comes down to that banana defense. We saw a lot of teams already throughout this tournament just struggle to hold on to banana, not having the sort of setups ready, the deep smokes available to just be able to control it. So we'll see if they do have that setup available. The only thing Manu is capable of is Deagler. We'll see. He's got one in hand once again. Not really going to be much investment elsewhere. A smoke onto Flashy could be used. This is interesting. I don't know where he's going with this smoke. He's the one player that can actually have any sort of utility. Yeah, this is their map pick. So you have to have hope that they've practiced this at least a bit. It's going to be difficult because, as I said, they're a very new team. Their map pool won't quite be developed. Even positioning on some of these maps could be flawed. Now, they've gone for the complete stack over towards A. I like this. You have a weak buy. You might as well give your chance. You'll give yourselves a 50-50 chance of winning a round. The chances are that the T side are going to imagine that you're going to play passive on B if you are going to stack it or if you're going to have players there. So they'd have to clear out pretty much the whole site to find out all this information. And in fact, they are going to be pushing in over towards this A site. Now, what I would like to see is Gade actually find out all the extra information with the MAC-10. If he loses that weapon, no harm done. He should be the one making the play, though. Monu with the Deeg. Not going to be finding anything. They are going to push straight into this stack, however, it may not matter. He's going to get one. That's an extra $600 he can take into the next round. Monu's still hiding in the backline with his Deeg, but even with a stack, they're unable to do too much. Glace will finish things off. 3-0 for the T side, but now we get the bye. AWP can come in for Crucial as well. Kevlar behind it even, so not too bad a scenario for him. The rest of the team will be able to get any extra utility off the weapons, off the kills that they got in the previous round. Flash even going to have an Incendiary. The problem is, even with the amount of utility they have, on Inferno, it's so important to have pretty much everything that you desire. You want to have those Molotovs. A lot of the time on this map, you actually see like reduced buys going into that second round because you want to make sure you can have these deep smokes. Instead, they're going to rely heavily on Crucial in this situation as he's going to be the man on Banana. Looking for that peek. Flashbang going to come out again. It gives Glace the chance to push a little bit more aggressive, but the first pick will go his way. Now, the T's know that AWP is there. The likelihood is they're going to try to avoid this. Deep smoke will come in, so they've been saving it after having that AWP go for the first shot. He's actually going to switch up their defense, and I like this. The gamble out from the CT side. You set up this AWP on Banana, and then you rotate your players away towards A. It means that you have to rely an awful lot onto Crucial. But as long as he gets a pick and falls back, it's not too bad a scenario, and the rotation should be able to come back in. It looks like Rookie already getting ready to sort of rotate back, and he should be able to take one, but actually, he only hits the tag. They're going to be pushing in. He hits the second tag. Bad luck for Crucial, but he's done a lot of damage. We'll give a great chance over, but Rookie misses completely. He should have at least got something there, but Gade is too quick on the trigger, takes his head clean off. And now the bomb going to be going down, and somehow, even after all the damage done by Crucial, at 270, something along those lines in damage, they're in a position where they're looking like they're going to lose this round. Monu. Going to be the first to make a play, but he's got very little support. Nobody else really pushing in this scenario. They need to come as a team at the moment. It's just looking like one man trying to make a play. Flashy will be able to find one, but they're being held out by the smoke, and the remaining two players are just going to fall back. I feel like you have to be almost all or nothing in that situation. Either save as a team or push as a team. Instead, it was more Monu pushing and the other two just standing behind the smoke, hoping to find something through it. Instead, they're only going to save 2 weapons. They can drop another 2 and have a UMP into the next round, but it's still going to be that scenario where I'm talking about the idea that they need to have lots of utility. They need to have everything to hold on. If they buy here, if anything, that's what they're going to be reducing. Actually going to drop a second UMP. Is North Academy also the same in playing with Cloud9? I'm not really sure what you mean. Like, are they up to their standard, or do you mean are they inconsistent? Yeah, it didn't look like the best communication in that scenario. As said, though, that's going to be a problem for them in general, though, with the mixed team. Aggressive push up towards Banana. One man will remain in the back line. He gets nothing done. The remaining 3 should just save. It's just silly pushing in that scenario. I suppose Monu only had himself a deagle in the first place, so maybe it's not the worst case scenario for him to die. But again, it's going to be down to 2 players saving, and it's no worry for the T's in terms of their money. Again, they're building up so much cash. A-Core will go down. They're looking to hold on to these weapons. Yeah, mixed teams have worked out, but it takes time. You have to learn your little ticks. You have to have those sort of communication issues and branch through them. It's not going to be a quick fix for sure. And Lome, well, finishing off both players in the end is going to make things more difficult in terms of their future round buys. This is the sort of flawed nature of what's going on at the moment. If they just saved in the last round, they had a fall buy here. Instead, they invest, get nothing done. Are they on the same level as Cloud9? It's hard to gauge even Cloud9's level at the moment. As a comparison, it's very difficult. I'd say they're a decent team, but I still think they've got a long, long way to go. And until they start getting LAN performances in check, we can't say anything. Online means absolutely nothing. It's nice for a little bit of money and for qualification, but other than that, you know, it's very difficult to gauge. Can I pronounce your name? Zcom Comatiez, I think. But that's just such a difficult name. Look at this little boost. Monu with Flashy. They'll get 1. But again, it's just going to be a slaughter. Mertz is yet to die. 6 rounds into this game. Decom Commertiers. That's what I want to say. But that is such a difficult name to say. Is Team DK underperforming? I'd say they're just new. I'd say that it's... There's no way to tell how well this team will do within the first... Like, these... I think these are the first official matches they've played in the Cup, so... Yeah, it's... They've been thrown in at the deep end. In both Imperials and North Academy are very good teams, and they are just being absolutely slaughtered at the moment. They've got a lot of work to do, but maybe in, like, a month or so, we might see a little bit more from this team. Monu. He'll actually be able to catch out Gade, who's going to just peek out with a nade in his hand. That's the first pick going their way at the moment, but then Glace is quick to trade things back. Quick rotation needs to be in. Monu and Skeeton with a lot of work. They're going to be wrapped in, but look at this. This is so smart from the T's. They're just holding for rotations. They were expecting somebody to push in. Monu will be able to catch one, but the second player in Crucial just sat over towards B. Absolutely clueless to what was going on. A lot of that could come down to the fact that they do actually take a player trying to rotate through CT. So maybe he expected them to actually go back towards the B site and wrap around. Instead, they just slaughter the players on the A site. And they're even going to slaughter him as he pushes back in. Again. Just dominance at the moment from North Academy, and Defusekids, well, I've made this joke yesterday, but I'm going to do it again. They're looking like confused kids. It's a fact that they say that you learn more from a loss, but I'm not really sure what they can learn from this. A lot of the time it's very basic things, just like trading going the way of the T's. They're able to work the picks much, much better than their opponents. Even with a man advantage, we see the disadvantage, or it looking like a disadvantage for the CT side. Blaze with a lovely shot as well. And the fact is North Academy are now so confident in all of the pushes that they make. Flash out, easy stuff for Glace. It doesn't even look like he's breaking a sweat at this point in time as they just waltz onto the site. Pick them apart one by one. He caught with another already. Flashy left alone. Extra $600 might be nice, but it's not going to happen. They'll win another flawless round, and again, it's looking like... Have they actually got it down to more than 2 players again? Nope. It's 3 every single time. No. This map is not T-sided. It's more balanced than it used to be, but I'd still stick it over towards that CT side. It still comes over towards that, like, utility part of this map. Like, you have to have a lot of utility. You need to have those deep smokes. You need to take control of Banana. And at the moment, Defusekids are doing nothing. The only round they've had any control of Banana was when they had Crucial on the AWP. And they're already now throwing deep Molotovs to stop him being able to take that control. Yeah, 10 KD this time. Not quite as impressive as before. If he gets to 20 kills and he's still on a 10 KD, then I'll be impressed. That's what was so impressive about it, the fact that he was doing 27-3 in the last game. Then again, not to take anything away, Mertz's KD is technically infinite, because he hasn't died yet. Push gonna come out. Flashy. He's ruined within seconds, and this crossfire towards Zaps. Just gonna do nothing, but Monu, able to take down 2, gets himself a 3rd as well. Maybe this could be the awakening for DK. No, I don't mean Donkey Kong. Blaze. A position to try turn things around. Who do I go, like, who do I want to win? To be honest, I would quite like to see Defusekids actually take this just because it makes the group a little bit more interesting. But I'm a big fan of a lot of the players on North Academy. I think Mertz is an incredible AWPer. And to answer another question, I think he could be one to actually fit into the North team in the future. But then again, they're doing so well already so early on in their careers in this team. I wouldn't want to see them split up anywhere near. Monu. A great round from him, though. He will get himself 4 kills and give the first round on the board for Defusekids. The dream is going to be dead. No 16-0.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Back got there before me. Maybe you should be here and I should be sat watching because it is looking like reset time. No, North is the main team, North Academy is the academy team. I'm gonna be waiting, has to be careful, smoke will go down. I'm gonna have a little bit of a push. The CT side have fallen back to such passive positions. I'm not sure if this is tactical or if they're playing scared, but I'm hoping it's tactical. Mono with the temptation to actually fall back a little bit further. Smoke going to be thrown onto his side as well. No real push yet. So we will actually lose Mertz. But the team going to go down. Blaze going to take control over towards Banana as well. Already though, the second they move, they just find 2 kills instantly. It's going to be Mono alone. Last time he managed 4 kills. What can he do here? Gets himself a first. Brings it back to a 3 versus 3. Now, the bomb's all the way down the very bottom of mid. Now, to get to the bomb site, it's actually going to have to go past Mono unless it goes through apps. But already, this has given a chance to Crucial to actually clean up the site. Rookie, looking for a little bit more. Bomb will be going down. Lomi and Glace for the 2 versus 2 now, as Lomi finds one through the edge of the smoke. Monu and Rookie trying to get back. Another one for Lomi. This is just looking so worrying. 1 versus 2. He knows where both of the players are. It's just going to go peeking, and it will be a shutdown. As said, the reset will come in. Monu with a little bit of extra cash could drop an AWP and just pray that Crucial can do something in this scenario. Not looking likely. Is this like the LoL Challenger series? You could sort of put... I wouldn't say it's a step down from pros, because all of these players are professional. They are... Well, most of them, I imagine, are. I think they're all employed. I think they're all salaried. That's the word I'm looking for. Look at this aggression, though. It's actually working wonderfully. The CT side getting the first couple of kills, catching the T's off guard. Skeeton with another one. Maybe this is the way they should play. Just sheer aggro. When nothing works out, you take the fight to your opponent. Gade and Lomi. Look at all the weaponry that's been picked up as well. Gade not going to be able to do anything. Skeeton having a great round. And actually, we could actually see a flawless round when all they have is pistols. How much can Lomi do? How costly can he make this? Not at all. He'll go down. Somehow this is the round that Defusekids managed to win. They will save their economy for sure. Give them much better an opportunity to actually bring some rounds back over on their CT side. But they pretty much need to win things out flawlessly from here. I would say this is like a sort of maybe tier 3, tier 4 tournament. Couple of teams that could definitely push forward, like North Academy could be like that sort of tier 2 team right about now. Still got some way to go though, and again, we're waiting for LAN performance. Molotov onto Mertz, doing a lot of damage. Even with these couple of buys, even with the damage that's been done, the T side still have so much money to play with. Flashy, going aggressive, spots out one, catches the bomb as well. Seems like taking the fight, turning this into a bloodbath, is the tactic that works at the moment. Gade will be able to trade one back, but he doesn't expect the second player to come pushing. Now, the T's have actually taken a lot of control over towards Arch. They could even wrap around back towards B, but they're going to go pushing onto this A site. CT side need to retake this. They've got a lot of utility. 3 kits, AKs, and an AWP. It should be, well, very much possible. If they time this correctly, if they use their utility wisely, if they clear the angles that are necessary, this shouldn't be a difficult ploy to make. Mert's going to be waiting just on the edge. He'll go down to Crucial, who's just that little bit quicker. It's now all going to come down to A-Core. He's just trying to bait out that time. He's going to spot one, but it will be Flashy to take him down. Bomb's going to be defused. Lovely retake from Defusekids, and it looks like they've finally woken up. Dante, it's not really like written tiers. It's just like, it's more just people's estimations, their predictions on teams. So like, tier 1 for some people may be different for others. Like, for me, I'd say tier 1 would be a team that can win a tournament. Others, it may be the top 10 on the ranking scale, say like HLTV's ranking. Others could even put it as high as top 20. Like, it depends mainly on opinion. I would say, for me, it's like tier 1s are teams that could win a tournament. Tier 2 are teams that can take like a series off of a tier 1 team. And then tier 3 are sort of like the up-and-comers, teams with potentials, teams with a lot of individual skill who can trash a lot of other teams, but may have sort of problems against like the tier 2 and tier 1. I'd say North Academy are definitely bordering towards that tier 2 line. But again, we're waiting for more LAN experience. Skeeton peeks out. He's going to find himself one. It's a crossfire in at the moment from this CT side, and it's just been slaughtered by the entries.
Bomb has been planted.
Oh, that's hello. Only able to get one. Rookie actually just going to back out of there. Oh, no, wait. Sorry, that's Lome. What? What's going on here? It's actually weird because Rookie's now going to go backing out as well. And they may bump into each other. It looks like Lome somehow got an incredible read here. Although I think he thinks he was saving from the get-go. In fact, he's going to hear him running through. If he manages to get this kill, this is going to make things so much more costly for this CT side. He should hear Lome coming, but actually doesn't react at all. That is just so painful for the CT side as the banner is dropped. He's going to have those problems. Hey, Freak, how's it going? Your opinion on the tier of DK? See, to judge a team that's brand new is impossible. Like, it can't really be said. They've been together for a couple of weeks. They've barely played any officials. I don't know where they're going to sit. I think they'll probably end up around that sort of tier 3 marker. I don't expect them to be world beaters. They will have some upset potential in more online sort of leagues. And they've got some talented players as well. Crucial being one of them. Going to start things off with the AWP. Skeeton actually able to find another. They do seem to have found their feet a little bit towards the end of their game. Or end of this half even. Starting to make these rounds more contested. But still throwing away a few that shouldn't be. As said, it's opinionated. Like, there is a ranking. You can look at the ranking. hltv.com/rankings. Thorin has a ranking scale as well. Side. They've taken control. There's still a lot of players there. Lome gets away with one onto Monu. Flashy able to find one back. He's got a player above him though. He has to be careful of it. Skeeton will be there to defend. And they've got themselves around right towards the end of this half. There's nothing Lome can do, surely. He will be finished off by Skeeton. That will be 4 players surviving as well, so they have a decent buy going into the next one. No problems for the T's once again. They'll still be able to buy no matter what. They've had a buy from pretty much the get-go after a dominating half. I am supreme, but probably not deserving of it. I don't play a whole lot of MM, and as of recently, since, well, this cup has been going in the CIS minor, I've been casting so much. Wow, that was just poor English. So much that even looking at CS makes me feel a bit sick. What just happened? And that is how you kill a whole team in 2 seconds, courtesy of Defusekids. They make things a little bit more, well, flattering, I want to say, over on that CT side by getting 5 rounds. 5 of the last 7, in fact, which if they continued that throughout the rest of the half, they would have done very, very well. But it looks like it's taken them a little bit too long to rectify their mistakes. As said, though, it can happen that we can see more T-sided infernos nowadays. If we see poorer management of economy and, well, just not very good control over Banana. It's such a crucial point of contention. So we'll see what the CT side can do. Full Glock armor for this T side. Lome going to go for a kit and a smoke. Crucial going to be waiting. Mud's actually going to go for the peek. They haven't checked this angle at all. He's going to be able to get one. Can he find anything more? Tapping shots away, but the answer is no. B side going to make their rotation back towards this A side. 2 players remain here. Gade looking for the shots. Can't quite find anything. Ruka's going to be the one to take him down. Skeeton with another as well. CT side just not able to do too much in this pistol round at the moment. Bomb yet to be planted. Will be picked up. Base actually finds a gap in the smoke as well, which is going to hand him 2 kills. That's lovely entries onto the site. And they won't check for Monu, who's going to do the same straight back. Pistol round for Defusekids. They've given themselves a chance going into this second half. But they've got to make sure they convert it. They won both pistols in the previous map. Didn't manage to do anything with them. On their CT side, they won the second, then lost the buy round that came in. On the first one in the first map, they lost the second round to just the Mertz Deagle. Better be worried, because he's got it again. A-Core about to take a little bit of damage from a nade. He's going to peek out into into the hands of Flashy, but Flashy not going to capitalize just yet. Oh, don't do it. He actually hitting him through the wall. Not doing a whole lot of damage, though, and the CT's definitely worse off for wear at the moment. 3 AKs in the hands. This side with a push around. Smart from Crucial. Here's the sound cue as they look to try and boost over. Catches both players with their pants down. Mertz. Trying to be patient. Hoping that somebody will push into his crosshair rather than the other way around. Onu. Gonna have a couple of players pushing in his direction. Actually looks away at the wrong time. Doesn't matter too much. Bomb gonna be going down over towards this B site. Comfortable plant. And the CT side should probably just keep their pistols here. Look to do some extra damage in the next round. Not really worth going aggressive in this scenario. Mertz, however, will be looking for the Deegs and he can't find anything. Gade is gonna get one. But I don't think there's much chance of him getting a weapon, unfortunately. So they're just going to fall back towards the apartments, holding close range angles, making so that if the T's want to come and fight them, they will happily oblige. But other than that, the T's should just look to hold on to their weapons. No real reason to go for anything more in this scenario. Nice easy cleanup in that round for this CT side. Totally didn't forget to unmute my mic. Was just questioning the idea of why those two players actually lined up. We're a little bit peculiar to see them just stand behind each other because there's no way that Mertz can actually shoot in that situation without shooting his teammate in the back of the head. So maybe just wanted to hold him as he died. Either way, it's going to be the investment in this round for the CT side. Mertz. Going for the aggression. Now, they don't have a whole lot of utility. Don't have a kit. Don't really have much to play with at all. No AWP. And there's only 2 rounds of difference now after what was so dominating at the beginning of this game. They get 8 rounds in a row. There's actually a chance for things to turn back around. Crucial. Looking to peek out of the apps. Going to take some damage, but still be able to fall back. Rookie going to be waiting in this corner. Flashbang in, and he's going to be able to do so much damage, but only just gets 1. That's quite surprising, really. Does a lot of damage onto Glaze. Push, however, will be out towards the safe. So actually going to smoke off, and there's 2 players who look like they were going to push back towards Arch, but Glaze is just finding out so much information by going all the way down Banana. Leaving the rest of his teammates to just stack this A site. Onu. Looking close to blinding 1, and actually Willie gets dinked in the meantime. Ready. Going to be lots of damage done on the other side of things. Gade going to be able to drop 1. Crossfire him with Mertz. We'll bring it into a 2 versus 2. Make it a 1 versus 1. As now Mertz so low on HP. Skeeton should have this all day, every day. But Mertz actually going for it now. Pushes him, but he'll lose his life. We'll be back to 9-10. The comeback from Defusekids looking like it's on. CT side yet to really do anything of substance. They'll have a full buy, however, in the next round. But they can get all the utility. Every nade that they desire, an AWP if they truly want it. And that will be where we really see the test for Defusekids, if they are up and ready to fight. But it's looking like we've already seen a change. Remember, up until this point, they had 13 rounds total in 3 maps. They've already got 9 in this one. They're playing patient. A 10th shouldn't be too difficult for them here. Only Deagle's in play. No armor. Nice start, though. Glace will be able to get 1. Still a 4 versus 2. How am I going to be able to retrieve a Deagle? A-Core waiting on the site of B. Standing over towards those coffins. The T's have so much time. They don't really need to go for any sort of aggression in this circumstance. They can just wait. Hope that the CTs make some sort of mistake. And A-Core, well, he may be about to make one. Now, this fountain, if you stand close to it, can actually give you quite a decent hiding spot. Instead, Skeeting going to open up onto the site in the 10-10, looking inevitable. Taking them a little bit of time to get going, but 6 rounds in a row now for Defusekids. Haven't really seen too much from North. Nice shot from Lome, though. Still going to make things costly. If he can get that AK, that would be wonderful, but Crucial will deny. T-side with a lot of money already built up. And now we get to see the fall by from the CT side. Will this be the turnaround for North Academy? Or are we actually going to end up going to a 3rd map? And we've already seen them slip up on cash yesterday. In the 2-1 series they had versus Imperial. Will it be the case again? Mertz on that AWP could be the difference maker. Looking for the peek out. Misses the shot. Actually shoots in between the 2 of them. Hello, Jules. Flashy. Trying to find something in that mid area. We've already seen the deep smoke come out. This is what I talk about when it's utility. Just able to take positions of the map, shut down any presence that the T can have early in the round, and leave them to clear positions later on. That's the big thing. Okay, so maybe the smokes fade with a minute left to go, but they still have to clear all of these angles. A-Core going to be throwing another deep smoke. The problem is they're already going to take control, and in the meantime, there's only 1 player actually towards his B site at the moment. As said, though, angles still have to be cleared. With 40 seconds on the clock, they should have all of that done and dusted, and then they can actually execute with plenty of time left. Only 1 man over towards A as the lurker in Skeeton. Port will be in from Glace. He's got a flashbang ready. 35 seconds left on the clock. Gage still with an incendiary if necessary. 30 seconds. Now the T's look to execute. We'll see them begin to push onto the B side. The only support is from A-Core. Looking to peek out already. Monu will find 1. A-Core just got to try and survive as long as possible. Try and bait out enough time, but he will go down instantly as Crucial finish him off. Monu through the smoke as well. He's deleted smoke.jpg and found himself an easy frag. Headshot through. 11-10. The lead will be going the way of Defusekids. Hello, Zoib. Yeah, that was Vac. That was disgusting. Still waiting to see whether or not the CT side will actually come back from this. Such a strong performance at the start, so much money that it actually carried them all the way through to the end. Now, you look at the T side, and they're in a similar position. Clearly the CT side not too strong at the moment for Defusekids. Or for North Academy, sorry. AWP will be dropped. They'll be able to get another buy because of the 2 weapons saved. They've got a decent amount of utility once again. They'll be able to slow these pushes down, but it was just that sort of push onto the B site. They didn't take any gamble. Mert's going to be peeking out, and Crucial will win the duel once again. He's definitely awoken with this AWP. 17-14 now. Glace definitely not having the same sort of performance as the previous map. He's still playing well, but that was the big difference. A-Core now in spot as well. Has to be careful, and they really are just taking so much damage early into these rounds. Only 35 seconds gone. Flashy will actually be hit through the wall himself. But they're yet to get around North Academy. To take control of Arch, and they could actually go for the wraparound. Potential to go through. "30 seconds up and coming on the clock, however. T's have to make their move. They're going to be spotted in just a second, although Lomi actually peeks away. Molotov goes out. They're executing late onto these sites. Gade only going to be able to get one, but they still have to clear things out from Lomi. He gets himself two. Maybe the individual play that will actually bring them through a round. Finally, a step up from one of their players, as he leaves them with very little time to play with. Flashy going to try and get himself the plant onto the site. He will actually take one with him, making things more costly. But it's Lome to take them through. 11-11. T-side, though, won't have any trouble buying, and it's the CTs are actually going to struggle a little bit more. They will have full rifles, if they so desire it. They're going to take a little bit of a hit in terms of utility. North Academy, after being 8-0 up. Looking sketchy, but that's a nice shot from Mertz. Finally, you see the awakening of this AWPer. Monu taking some early damage as well. He was trying to return that frag. Get something back for his team. T-side actually looking to pause. I wonder if that's tactical. I'm not sure why it would be. They've only lost one player. Maybe the mistakes of the previous round, losing a few to the player in pit that they probably should have cleared. They've been looking strong. If anything, I'd say North Academy were the ones with the problems. He's still not really going for anything overly aggressive as of yet. They haven't taken control of Banana, even though it's theirs to have. Crucial with the return, however. Skeeton with another. Leaving it all onto one player, Gade, over towards this A site. There's nobody else even rotating at this point in time. Not going to gamble as of yet. Skeeton should be going down in this situation, evening up the scoreline once again. AK will be picked up as well. Bomb going to be planted. Monu takes the head clean off of his opponent. He's been playing very well in this matchup. 18-13. The reset looking inevitable now for the CT side, as only Glace remains. Molotov out of this position. Defusekids inevitably going to be taking this round, and there's not too much Glace can do. And actually, this now leaves them in a hugely detrimental position. They've got to try and win something with very, very little in the next round. Question will be, will they actually invest or just save and try and wait for that extra 1900 to come in the next? All the players going to be exiting. Monu, but the timing may just get the better of him, and that's an AWP save for Glace. Actually, he was close enough to the bomb. I thought he was going to be far enough away to actually survive that. Instead, the bomb does the job that the T's could never do. And now the CTs are going to be left with a turmoil economy. 12-11. The Defusekids have made an incredible comeback. Now the questions have to be asked of North Academy's CT side. What is going on? Lomé calling that they got some TeamSpeak lag. Maybe somebody's gone to get a pizza or gone to the toilet or something. Taking out on TeamSpeak, how dare you? 12-11. T-side looking absolutely dominant. The one round won by the CT side quickly returned. Defusekids not giving them any chance whatsoever. Monu looking to make some cash in this round. He's got himself that UMP. Few pistols invested in for North Academy, but not anything too irregular. Looking to edge their way towards B. One flashbang sits over towards that A site for the CT side as the only piece of utility they've invested in. Setup about to come in over towards this B site as well with only 2 players to defend it. Rotation will be quick, attempting to try and get back in, but it's just not going to be a hold. Surely not. Mertz gets one. Lace does a little bit of extra damage, but Monu, again, being superb, but maybe there's something that Mertz can do. It's been a star in the making for this team for quite a while. They really need to try and get something out of this very, very quickly. Mertz going to be pushing in already. He'll lose a teammate. Catches one. Knows there's a second back. Actually, Monu very low. If he could catch Flashy, this is actually going to be plausible, but it's just not to be. He misses the shots. Does a lot of damage over towards that T side, but it's not really going to help them too much going into the next. And they may even have to eco once again, which, well, this leaves very little to the imagination of North Academy. They've got so much left to do. Flashy. Already starting things off. However, a couple of pistols getting themselves the kills. Again, making things very costly. Acor's actually managed to find himself an AK. Yeah, no, that was my pockets. That was my impression of Mike Tyson. Imagination. Acor. Can he pull off a miracle for his team? He's on the right site, that's something. Gonna spot out Stephen, but no. Shut down instantly. T-side, not building up maybe as much money as we'd expect. Maybe there's a chance that they could actually reset the T's towards the end of this map. With only one round, I'm not going to be holding my breath. CTs finally have a buy on the board. Trying to do some extra damage early on. We'll catch Flashy, bring him down to 62 HP. Push coming out from Lome. Mert's actually going to find the first. Trying to back him up in this situation. He's going to be able to go very sneaky. Crucial can't be expecting this. And this is going to be their change in pace. Try and take the fight to the T's. Unfortunately, they may have overextended a little bit. Mertz will fall back, but he takes one with him as well. Giving them a 2-man advantage once again. Ian Monu. Trying to fight this one back. If they can, well, this game will be pretty much over. Side. Looking to try and make their way down towards that B side. There's only 2 players there, so there's a chance they could win these duels. The rotation would take a very long time. Mono going to be pushing up, and it's a crossfire. Already trade from Glace. Push going to be coming in, and look how long it's going to take the remaining players to get there. Instant shot from Rookie as well. He's going to get that plant down. Give them that extra money, and that will help them with their buy into the next round if they lose this. But in a 1 versus 2, it's definitely possible for the man from Defusekids. He's looking to take them onto that match point. Going to play this together over on the CT side. Mert's going to be peeking out, looking for that kill, trying to find it, and will. Nice round from him, triple. They will get themselves a 12th. But if they lose this next one, they're done. If they lose this next one, they have to try and force into it. Now, the T's, as said, they'll have enough to buy into this situation. Monu with plenty of money. But again, if they're the ones to lose this, then they're going to be reset. And that could actually bring us to 14-14. The North Academy may not be done. They've got to win this round. Both teams in such a detrimental position. Mert's actually going to go for this pick over towards B once again. He's just going to sit in the flames. He's not spotted anyone. Smart stuff from the T's. They've learned from their previous mistakes peeking off against this AWPer. He's going to go back rotating over towards this arch side of the map. Mertz trying to find a little bit more. He has been the opener for this team in the last few rounds. Trying to find something for them. Looking right at the crotch of his opponent, Monu. I was going to say he's never going to have kids, but he's dead, so... Not really surprising in that regard. And actually, we're going to see another kill come in for Gade on the other side as well. 3 versus 5. Flashy looking tempted, and Mertz even while on low HP. Still not going to be able to do anything to stop him. T side. Looking to make their way out onto this A side, but again, it's going to be Mertz just holding the angle. He repositions every few seconds, making things harder and harder for them to try and do. And already a push into the middle, but actually, it's going to be a win for the T side in terms of that duel. And that could give them a chance to actually rotate back towards B, but they've just got no time. They're actually going to go and save their weaponry, make sure they have something to do damage with in the next round. The problem I have with this is it could actually wreck their economy, because they're going to have no loss bonus. It's not like with the CTs, where you get a little bit of a bonus if you save your weapon. Instead, it's going to leave them with a decision to make, because in the next round, some of their players still won't be able to buy. So, what do you do then? Do you force now? Or do you save and have a weak buy in the next round as well? This is going to sound weird, but I actually think it would have been better for them to die. Or at least try something, because unless those two players can really do something impressive in this round, North Academy may actually have their way back into this one, so... Oh, they're going to force it. This is so risky from the T side. If this doesn't work, they're going to be ecoing in what could be one of the last rounds of the game. And oh, this is tense. Defusekids have done an incredible job of bringing things back. Maybe about to fall at the final hurdle. Place and Acor. A little bit of a boost in play. Banana push about to be coming in. They've sped up the pace. That's their plan. Switch things up. Now the presence in middle may give a little bit of information out. And actually you can already see Lomi looking tempted to go rotating back towards the site. There go the nades. Counter Molotov out to try and slow them down. Trying to buy as much time as possible, and actually it's working. They're just going to be stopped. This is so problematic for the T side. They need to get moving already. They're going to lose their first player. Trades will be coming in, but Mertz is there, and it's Acor to shut them down. Triple kill for the man on the site, leaving it down to Skeeton, and there's nothing he can do. No bomb plant. No money. And they're fighting up against what will be 15 rounds for North Academy. They're going to have to save, and this is just hard to watch. Defusekids doing a great job in this map. A brilliant T-side they've had, and right at the end, the economy game, I think they've just made the wrong choice. I could see what they were going for, trying to have some extra chance to do something in that round. Instead, they're going to go barreling up towards Lomi. He's going to throw it onto shore. He doesn't realize they're all wrapping around arch side. Every single one of them. They're going to go out. They're all pushing onto Glaze, but he's just going to spray them down. 4 kills for the man of the match. If they can take this one here. And now 15-14. Crunch time. They're going to have the money to buy. Blast Cannon AWP for Crucial. It's almost looking identical to what we saw on the previous side, except we've already seen the match of 5 rounds. One more. North Academy will take their opponent's map pick already. The start will begin. Not having armor means you are so weak to nades. And that's exactly what finishes off Crucial. The rest of the team gathering up towards middle. Mertz rotating his position around with that AWP. They're going to come pushing in. The flash will catch him. He's going to try and counter flash, but may go down in the meantime. They're going to get that entry. They're going to look to try and wrap around. Taking some control in the meantime. Need to pincer out these players. That's a nice little flash going into the corner. Lome's going to get trapped. It's looking more and more likely, but Gade, he still survives in the backlines. Acor going to find one as well, and that nade should do some extra damage onto Monu. 3 versus 2 to try and hold on to this game. Now Monu, the last one left alive. He's done well in this game so far. 23 kills. But can he do it? No, he cannot. North Academy, they wait till the very last to finish off this game. 16 to 14. They take things 2-0. They pretty much guarantee themselves a spot in that next round. And Defusekids, they gave it a bloody good effort. But that force spike towards the end, that save of the AKs, may have just been the nail in their coffin. Thank you very much, OP or OPP. Yeah, oh, it's very, very warm in here. Now, it's an hour and 15 towards the next game, so I think I will just stop the stream. I don't think there's too much point just me leaving this on for an hour and 15. I think my computer might actually catch fire if I do that. So I'll leave it just so that the people who do just join can see the score. But we'll be going for a break. As said, it's about an hour and 15 minutes until the next game begins, which will be Impossible versus Imperial. Oh, nice little bit of alliteration there. I'm going to go get myself a drink and maybe some ice cream because this is actually melting me at this point. Either way, guys, if you have enjoyed the cast, you can type !caster and go to Twitter and check me out. I love you very much for that. And other than that, I'll see you a little bit later on for our second match.